Okay, let's talk about the current job market.
It is currently taking the average job seeker in America 22.6 weeks to find a job. That's over 5 months.
So here's the thing, I've been applying for jobs. Today's Tuesday. I've been trying to apply and then the next day do like a follow-up call just to make sure that I'm top of mind.
In the past few months, I've applied to 1,400 jobs on LinkedIn alone.
The job market in 2024 is absolutely brutal.
Like, it's really getting to the point where I'm about to go up the street and go to the McDonald's.
These companies are saying that they're urgently hiring, but yet they're rejecting everyone and then they're reposting the job that they're urgently hiring for.
Don't even bother. Don't even bother, because the job market is ghetto.
The United States job market is fucking cooked. For reference, in the past few months, I've applied to 1,400 jobs on LinkedIn alone. And I've applied to hundreds of jobs on Indeed, hundreds of jobs on the company's direct website, and I've gone around in person to around 100 jobs, giving out my resume and having interviews that way. And I'm here to tell you from firsthand experience, it's all a sham. It's a disaster. Hiring managers aren't doing their job, and companies are posting ghost jobs. Oh, not to mention super profitable companies such as Google are now laying off employees. All well, boomers and people that don't understand on the outside that have a no touch with reality go, oh, you're just not working hard enough. Or people go and get a job in retail. Look, some of these jobs are minimum wage. The worst part about it all is how discouraging it's become. It's almost like I want to accept defeat, but I'm not going to. But I'll go so many times through 3, 4, even 5 rounds of interviews just for them to tell me that I'm not the right candidate for them, and then they'll repost the job. They're saying we're urgently hiring. It's a load of shit. It's a lie.
I am absolutely livid right now. I graduated in May with a degree in marketing, okay? It's now September and I've been on the job hunt for a long time. I know it's hard for everyone. I know it's oversaturated, but what they're doing to people with marketing, communications, business degrees is sinister on LinkedIn. Sinister. There are these agencies that pretend to be legit companies, but they're door-to-door solar panel Verizon salesmen. I cannot get tricked into one more of these Zoom interviews. I was supposed to be at a lunch. I pushed it back for this fucking Zoom. And guess what? I applied to a title that said social media marketing assistant. Read the job description, looked at the company's profile, looked legit. Another one of these people, they go, yeah, we can work up to that role. We can definitely work up to that role. But it's going to be door to door. We go to the homes to be personal. I am not going to the homes. I'm just really pissed right now. So I don't understand. I don't understand what it's going to take to get a legit job interview for a real company that's reasonable distance from my house, reasonable, livable pay. I don't know what it's going to take, but I am about to turn to religion.
I'm on the academic job market, and every time I have an interview, I am asked a question, what do I do to be innovative as a teacher? And every single time I'm asked that question in every interview, I use the phrase white supremacist patriarchy to describe the ideology that is in the room when we walk in to start our writing workshop. And I talk about how I use measures to upset and upend that white supremacist patriarchy whenever I can. And I just had a job interview, and I think that I used that phrase 5 times. And I would just like it to be known that regardless of the political landscape, I am going to continue to use that phrase because that is what we are up against in this country.
It is currently taking the average job seeker in America 22.6 weeks to find a job. That's over 5 months. This is important to know because if you are job searching and you feel like you're hitting a wall, it's maybe not just you. Forbes put this article out about the state of the white-collar job market. Here are some of the key insights. So despite the fact that in September we saw about 254,000 new jobs posted, there has been a steady decline in the amount of jobs that are available. Jobs in construction, healthcare, government, food services, those are trending upward, which is Great news. If you are searching for a more white collar position, things are getting more competitive. Hiring is becoming more complex. Jobs are requiring multiple rounds of interviews, rigorous assessments. We're also seeing remote jobs slowly declining. In 2022, they were kind of at their peak, and job postings with remote and hybrid options are slowly decreasing.
So if you live in the United States right now, you understand that we're going through a job market disaster, a fucking crisis. But I'm about to expose everyone. So starting with if you're a hiring manager or you're in hiring practices, fuck you. And secondly, I'm exposing companies and the games that they're playing from personal experience. So this will be one of my only videos today because so far I'm 1,600 job applications in, and once I post this video, I'm going to go apply for another few hundred. And this is what's going on. So first and foremost, these companies are saying that they're urgently hiring, but yet they're rejecting everyone, and then they're reposting the job that they're urgently hiring for like a month or two later. What's up with that? Genuinely, there's been theories and comments that I've had saying that it's because companies are getting paid to do this, that they're profiting from it. I don't understand how, but just a theory. But my question is why? And second, another thing I'm going to expose is what these companies are doing is they're sending you through. I can't even begin to tell you the amount of times where they'll have you for an initial interview. So I passed the first round, right? Passed the second round, passed the third round. I'm like 2 weeks in to a company, like in their interview process. I'm at like interview number 4, and then they just go, yeah, sorry, no. Or they don't even get back to me at all. I shit you not. There have been multiple companies where I'm going to like the 4th round of interviews, and then they just never get back to me ever again. I'm like, what the hell, right? So out of the 1,600 jobs I've applied to, I've had one salary job offer that was around $41,000 a year to sell phones in Costco. I rejected that job offer. I turned that down. And I've been offered 3 1099 positions, which means I don't get paid hourly or salary. I just get paid on if I can make a sale. The other thousands of jobs that I've applied to, I've either been rejected or been played with through the interview process or just never heard back from. So it's fucking crazy.
I'm being so humbled by looking for service jobs in the 2024 job market. I'm currently having trouble finding work in the major I studied in college, so I've been applying to a ton of service jobs. I feel like no matter what the job is, they all want you to have a bachelor's degree, 1 to 3 years experience, and the pay is like $20 to $22 an hour. I also just got rejected from Whole Foods too, which is rough. I have experience working at a grocery store and my availability was pretty open, so maybe I somehow just scream red flags. But anyways, I just wanted to share my thoughts in case anyone else feels like they're getting humbled, and cheers to hoping to find a job so I can stay in San Francisco.
I just want to come on here and say that the job market right now is ghetto. And it's not even ghetto fabulous. It's just ghetto. Okay? If you have a job, and even if you don't even like that job, stay in that job until you find something else, because it ain't even worth it out here. I've been seeing people up and down my timeline saying like, oh, I just quit. I'm going to do this full time. Baby girl, don't even bother. Don't even bother, because the job market is ghetto. Okay? I say all that because I made a video yesterday after leaving the mall because I had a really terrible experience really waiting around for someone to interview me at a specific department store. Now, I'm not going to go through parts of my resume again because I've already done that once before. But what I will say is that I do have other things lined up, and I'm hoping that God will place me in a job that is right for me, that my expertise and all my experience will be able to shine through, and I'll be able to work for a company that really loves me, loves what I have to offer, and loves what I have to bring to the table. I say all of that to say that shouts out to all of y'all for commenting on my video and telling me what you would do in my situation, what you wouldn't have done, and even telling me to contact corporate. Now, I try my best not to always jump to contacting corporate because you don't know if when I do contact corporate, if that person is going to lose their job, which is going to be a domino effect on their family. And I'm not out here trying to hurt anyone because at the end of the day, I'm going to be okay. I just have to wait for what's right for me. What's for me is for me, and what's not for me is not for me. And I'm absolutely okay with that. I want you guys to have a be blessed weekend, and I'll catch you guys in another video. Love y'all.
Y'all, what is going on with this job market right now? And if you can relate, let me know, because I'm sick. I'm sick. Like, it's really getting to the point where I'm about to go up the street and go to the McDonald's. Like, that was my first ever job, and I promised myself I would never go back. But that's the current situation. That's what it's looking like. I filled out, I don't know how many applications, did phone interviews, went to first and second interviews. One place even hired me and told me I had the position, and I went there and they said, oops, sorry, that was a mistake. You don't actually have the job. And I'm 22 years old. I know I'm still in school, but I do have years of experience in the workforce. And all of these entry-level jobs are asking for bachelor's degrees and at least 5 years of experience. What do you mean? Good luck, y'all.
I've been unemployed for 2 months now, and I live in New York City, and the two don't go well together, and it's not great. It's actually pretty horrible. And I wish there was a magic recipe, but unfortunately there isn't. I'm very thankful for my parents and my boyfriend who are able to support me while I look for a job. I have a finance bro dad and a finance bro boyfriend, so very thankful for the finance bros. I live in the city with my boyfriend. We share the rent. He covers a little bit more than I do. I obviously cut back on costs. I don't go out that much. If I do, I'm probably with my boyfriend and he's gonna cover that. And I tend to